In this video, I'm creating a main course pasta salad that's perfect for warm weather. Tender pasta is tossed with sweet peas, crispy bacon, juicy tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, bell peppers, and basil pesto. A bright lemon vinaigrette ties everything together. Hi, I'm Elizabeth. On this channel, we'll start by cooking a meal. At the end, we'll sit down and count the carbs. I'd love for you to join me. Let's get started. Begin by cooking your pasta per the package directions. When done, rinse in cold water and place in the fridge until ready to use. In this video, I'm using bow ties. If you are gluten-free, make sure your pasta is gluten-free. Use your favorite brand, doesn't really matter. Helpful hint, I always use green-colored utensils for my gluten-free pots. This way nothing is cross-contaminated and it's easy to remember which is what. Use fresh, frozen, or canned peas. Here I'm using frozen. Rinse in hot water to unthaw and then set aside. How to get that bacon out of its packaging. I cut up the sides and then across lengthwise. The top easily lifts up, exposing the bacon. Grab what you need, cut into 1-inch pieces. Don't worry about chunks, they separate as it cooks. Sauté on medium-high heat, stirring frequently. When the desired level of doneness is achieved, remove from the pan with a slotted spoon onto paper towels. Roll up to absorb extra grease. Are you wondering what to do with the pan full of bacon grease? I know that many of y'all save it. I do not. If you'd like to see how to dispose of bacon grease in a way that is safe for your plumbing, the link is in my description. There are many ways to chop a bell pepper. I've seen a few doozies in my day. This is how I do it, easy peasy and very little mess. Slice and dice tomatoes. By the way, all of these veggies have been washed. I just don't feel the need to show you how to do this. Onion slicing and dicing. Would you like a tear-free way to cut an onion? Link is in the description. Use any type of mozzarella. Pesto, use any kind or make your own. I'm using store-bought. It's just easier. Lemon vinaigrette, full recipe is in the description. In a measuring cup or bowl, whisk together olive oil, lemon juice, mustard, any kind works, a little bit of Jarlic, maple syrup, my emotional support seasonings of garlic powder and onion powder, Italian seasoning, and salt and pepper. Give this a good whisk. Taste test. If it gets a thumbs up, then it's good to go. You are ready to plate. Begin with a base of pasta. If you're carb counting, then you will need to measure or weigh this. Toss your salad, drizzle on the lemon vinaigrette, and you've got yourself another hot weather dinner winner. Enjoy. Before I begin the actual carb count, let me say that I am not a medical professional. I am just a human being who happens to wear my pancreas in my pocket. I also happen to have years of living with type 1 diabetes. I was diagnosed in 1964. If you do have a medical or diabetic related question, please consult your diabetic care team. Let's take a look at the carbohydrates for this dish. There will be some math involved, but don't worry, it's not that hard. So the bulk of carbs for this dish was in the pasta and the peas. So the pasta and peas had 27.5 grams of carbs per serving. The innards for this dish had 6 grams of carbs and the dressing had 3.5 grams. You add all of this up and you end up with 37 grams of carbs per serving, or per my serving, per dish. Once you have your final carbohydrate count for your serving, you will need to divide this number by your carb ratio number. For instance, if I use my carb ratio of 1 to 15, 37 divided by 15 is equal to 2.5 units of insulin needed to keep my blood sugar within a normal range. Happy carb counting, and remember, my fellow type 1s, counting carbohydrates one meal at a time so our pancreas doesn't have to.